yoga practice using yoga blocks. It's great for anyone who lacks the flexibility and who wants to learn how to use yoga blocks. Ideally, you have 2 blocks. If you just have one, that's fine too. My name is Noko. Subscribe to my channel by clicking the bottom right corner of the screen and select the little bell so that you get notified every time I publish something new. First thing we're going to do, we're going to sit on our yoga block. When you sit on your yoga block, it helps improve your posture. If I sit without the yoga block, I don't have the range of motion in my back. I may tend to round the shoulders or to lean back. So with the yoga blocks, it elevates your hips and allows you to have a better posture. The other option is also to get on your knees. So if sitting down is not comfortable, you can get on your knees with 1 or 2 blocks underneath you. In this position, I invite you to lengthen your spine, press your shoulders down. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. 2 more. Last one. Nice. And inhaling, sweeping the arms up, opening the heart to the sky, exhaling, hands to heart center. So we are opening the upper back. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, center. We're going to keep going with our breath. That's a great move to improve posture, to counter the effect of slouching shoulders. 1 more. From here, reaching up. Inhale, exhaling without popping the ribs forward. See if you can bring your arms a little bit further back. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. One arm down. You can use your other block if you have another block, or just fingertips on the floor, slide to the side, lengthening through the ribs. So I like to push into my ribs, feeling the side stretch. Here you can place your hand on the block. If you want to go deeper, you can place your forearm on the block. Other side, inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, leaning sideways. We avoid twisting, rotating the spine. Here we open the heart, pushing the chest forward. Deepening to the breath. And back to center. Let's meet on all 4s. Cat and cow. Inhaling. In cow, we drop the belly, releasing the tailbone, pushing the chest forward, gazing forward. Inhale. Exhaling, we tuck the tailbone. We spread the shoulder blades apart. We tuck the chin under. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more like this. Inhale, opening up. Exhale. 1 more. Back to center. Preparing for downward facing dog. We're going to place our hands on our blocks. If you only have 1 block, just keep your hands on the mat. From here, so we want to keep our fingertips pointing straight front. We tuck the toes under. We push the chest back. We bend the knees, pressing the chest across the thighs. Lengthening through the spine. So having the blocks, the hands on the blocks, lifts the floor, brings the floor up towards your hands. Makes it easier if you have stiff low back or stiff hamstrings. Option to extend the knees as long as you are able to maintain your alignment in the spine. Option to press the heels down. And inhaling, plank. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling plank. Exhaling downward facing dog. Remember, you can keep your knees bent. Again, inhale. Exhale. And let's place the knees down. Let's bring the left knee forward. I'm going to ask you to scoop your toes, your foot further forward. Now we're going to bring the block on the small end. So when your blocks are on the small end, you bring the floor or as high as you can with the blocks towards you. So that's the easiest option. If you want a bit more challenge, you bring the floor a bit further away from you. And if you want even more challenge, you place the blocks flat. So let's start up here. And from here, I'm going to ask you to press your tailbone forward, making sure your knee stacked over your foot. If you notice that your foot is back and your knee here falls in front of your big toe, you are straining your knee joint. It's not good. So what you need to do is scoop your foot forward, press your hips forward, and using the block, you can have your hands on your block. Because without the block, you would have to round your shoulders. Okay? Here you can really press the tailbone forward. And you may feel the stretch in the front hip flexor, the right hip flexor. Pressing the shoulders down, pressing the tailbone forward. Inhale. Exhale. Going a bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to walk the blocks back. And extend the left knee as much as you're comfortable with. Pushing the tailbone back, chest forward. We want to lengthen through the spine. Again, without the block, you would probably be rounding your back here. Okay, so using the blocks allows you to keep good alignment in your spine. And pressing the hips forward, we move the blocks forward and back. Pushing the chest forward. As you become more flexible, you can change the side of the block. Let's bend the knee, preparing for downward facing dog. Knees together, tucking the toes under, downward facing dog. And inhaling plank, exhaling downward facing dog. Inhaling plank, modified plank. Staff pose, we bend the elbows, trying to tuck the elbows towards your ribs. Chest down, coming up. Let's place the right foot between the blocks. So if you get stuck here, no problem, use your hand, bring your foot further forward. We're doing the same thing with the right foot. We're going to scoop the foot further forward so that when you press your hips down, your right knee falls over your foot rather than past your foot. Choose the side of the block you want to use. If you have one block, you can also use one block here. And extending the leg. Pushing tailbone back, chest forward, lengthening to the neck. Inhale. Exhale. I like to push my heel forward, pull my toes back. If it's too intense, just relax. You can even have a slight bend in your knee. Inhaling to the nose. As we exhale, we move the blocks forward, pressing the tailbone forward, pressing the shoulders down, feeling the stretch in the left hip flexor. One more back. Inhale. Exhale, one more forward. And knees together, blocks flat. Let's squeeze the elbows, tuck the elbows in, slowly down. Even if you just go 1 inch down the spine, wherever you go, you want to be able to come back, up. So if you go here and then you fall down, it means you went too far down. So choose wherever you are, that's where you're supposed to be today. And as you keep building your strength, you'll be able to go lower over time if you are consistent. Squeezing, tucking the elbows in, Bring the shoulders down and slowly back up. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale up. Downward facing dog. Any option, we can lift the heels, bend the knees. Relaxing the head. Let's place the knees down. We're going to place the left foot on the floor. We are going to use one block. Place it close to your left foot. We're going to tuck our right toes under, right here, and we're going to twist to the right. So imagine you want to twist with your belly button. I put my thumb in the crease of my hip, elbow lifted, gazing back, pressing the tailbone down. Hold it for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Back to center. Preparing for downward facing dog. Inhaling plank, modified plank, staff pose, pushing back up, downward facing dog. Any option of your downward facing dog. Breathe, deep slow breath. Knees down, placing the right foot between the blocks, placing one block on the inside of the right foot, tucking the left toes under, lifting the left hip, the left knee, and twist to the right, placing your thumb in the crease of your hip, gazing back, pressing the tailbone down. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to get into a forward fold. Block can be on any edge. Feet together, knees soft, hands on the block, relaxing the neck. And inhaling, opening the chest. Belly is lifted to support the low back. Exhaling, fold. Again, inhale, lift. Exhaling, fold. Hands on the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Next inhale, coming all the way up. Exhaling, chair. Now we're going to step the left foot back. Preparing for warrior 2. So your front heel is aligned with the center of your back foot, with the arch, the center of the arch of your back foot. We're going to place one block on the inside of the right foot. Your hips, shoulders face the long edge of the mat. And from here we lean back, inhale. Exhale, right hand on the block, opening the chest. Option to extend your arm up. Imagine you leaning towards the back wall. We want to avoid, bring the shoulder down. Now if it's too intense, you can have your right elbow on your thigh. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's lift the left heel. From here, we're going to twist to the right. Downward facing dog, with or without the blocks. Hold it here, any option of your downward facing dog. Breathe. Knees down. Pressing the tailbone forward. Tucking the elbows in. Staff pose. Maybe you go that low. That's fine. Coming back up. Placing the left foot forward. Gonna prepare for warrior 2. So block on the inside. We're gonna tuck the back toes under. Pivoting the right foot. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhaling. Option to place your left elbow on your thigh or your hand on the block to go a bit lower. Not leaning back. Hold it for 4. Keep your left knee bent for 3, for 2, for 1. We're going to cartwheel the right arm, lift the right heel, meet into plank, knees down, rest in child pose. Big toes together, let's open the knees. See if you can bring your hips back. So that's the first option, hips back. You can have your forehead on the block, again on any side. Or maybe your forehead goes all the way down. If your hips are not coming all the way down, that's fine. You can still bring your elbows down and then rest your head on the block. You can hold it here, or maybe you can go all the way down. So let's rest here, connecting with your breath. Inhaling slowly, exhaling slowly. Inhale, exhale. Keep going with this breath. And slowly coming up into a seated position or onto your knees. Hands to heart center. I would love to have your feedback. Scroll down, leave me a comment, check out the links in the description, and connect with me. Namaste.